So it's been over 1 year since the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. And to say that a lot happened is a very big understatement. And that will be a very long video to cover, but luckily for y'all, I got y'all covered. As today, I'm going to explain many instances throughout the past year that took the world by storm. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's about to be a movie. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. And without any further ado, let's head straight into it.
It's an evil world we live in.
What's up YouTube? It's your boy imKingKenneth back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Kendrick Lamar diss that just happened last week. Alright, so in case you don't know what the big three is, the big three is Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. Three of the greatest rappers to ever do it in this generation. This diss track in question is a response to First Person Shooter by Drake and J. Cole. And for those that haven't heard it yet, let me play a few clips from it.
Fuck sneak diss and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. That nigga Prince outlived Mike Jack.
This of course caused massive discourse online discussing whether or not Drake's better than Kendrick or J. Cole and vice versa. And people are bringing up various claims towards why each person is better than the other. And while everybody has their own opinion on who's better or not, people bring up the worst reasons why someone is better than the other. Case in point, Drake fans will bring up awards, numbers, Billboard charts, analytics, and everything else in between to prove that Drake is way better than Kendrick. And that's the one thing I hate about hip-hop Twitter and online hip-hop discourse. Like, people will always pick up numbers but not actual rap skill and how to transform the culture. Like, yo, don't get me wrong, numbers do mean something, and awards do mean something to a certain degree, but awards and numbers should not be the only thing you're chasing if you want to be an artist. If you were to ask me personally who's the best out of the three, in order is Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake when it comes to rapping. In terms of artistry, it is Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Like I said, everybody has different stances on who is better and who's not. And I have a lot of friends that think that Kendrick Lamar is overrated or bad, or people think that J. Cole is bad or better than Kendrick, and vice versa, especially with Drake. But if you're going to say this person is better than the other person because of numbers, then you got it all wrong. And if you fully listen to Kendrick's verse, then you will realize that this is what he's talking about. Like, sure, Drake can sell records, but does Drake have the rapping skills or any other skill that could match up to Kendrick? If you could show me proof of that, then that's a valid argument. But just showing numbers is not a valid argument at all. For example, Kendrick got 17 Grammys. Drake got 5 Grammys and J. Cole got 2 Grammys. Kendrick has more Grammys than Drake and J. Cole combined. And guess what? None of them even care about the Grammys at all. In fact, most rappers don't. Even the ones that already won them, like Jay-Z, Nas, The Weeknd, even though he's an R&B singer, Kanye, Eminem, and it's not even scratching the surface. Mad rappers don't care about the Grammys. Yet people use that as an argument, saying how a certain rapper could be better than the other. Another thing I hate is when hip-hop fans say we. Like, we? Who the fuck is we? As in, they're the one that makes the music, especially on Twitter. Like, we talking about, oh, we are the best. We are the greatest fan base of all time. We did this, guys. We made it to #1.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, bro, are you serious? It reminds me of sports fans because sports fans be glazing sometimes, depending on which side you go to. Like, your favorite team could win a game, right? And you say, oh, we did it, guys. You see, we got that dub, right? Oh nah, we lost, bro. We should have done better. Like, are you serious? That's insane. Don't get me wrong, I got my favorite teams. Like, I'm a fan of the Lakers, but I would never say we. I would say like, oh, they should have done better. We get it next time. That is fire, bro. Like people will do anything just to support their favorite artist without even making sense of themselves or even the argument they're making. As for the diss itself, it's a fire song, bro. The actual album by Metro and Future is also fire too. And First Person Shooter is fire too. So I think that Like That is way better than First Person Shooter, at least right now. But now, because of this whole debacle, we now have people choosing sides between Drake and Kendrick, with of course J. Cole, Sexy being with Drake's side, and with Future and Metro and Rick Ross being on Kendrick's side on some MCU Civil War type timing. And also yesterday, at the time of this recording, there's also a billboard where it says hip-hop is a competitive sport, meaning that Drake and or J. Cole might drop a diss track, but we gotta wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more videos, and I'll catch you later. I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all. Bah!
W's in the shot. to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought.
What shit? Is you gonna suck my? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go crazy.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy, imKingKenneth, back with another video. And bro, I don't know if these rappers have been taking advice from Cat Williams or 50 Cent, but all these rappers have been beefing recently and there's so much to catch up to. So to briefly sum it up, since my last video, Drake has dropped a diss track and he definitely has turned the tables with this one.
I could never be nobody #1 fan. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand.
And of course, the internet was in a frenzy when it's dropped, and literally hours after it dropped, Rick Ross dropped a diss track of his own.
Ghost writers, they get the floss, what you could have had. Another white boy at the park wanna hang with the crew. Told you niggas stay scheming, I predicted my fate.
But even before Drake dropped that diss track, J. Cole dropped My Daily Later. And while you can say that the whole album was a diss track, 7 Minute Drill specifically is a diss towards Kendrick.
First shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. Your arms might be too short to box with the god. Your second shit put niggas asleep, but they gassed it. 2 days later.
So I'm so proud of that project, except for one part. Cause I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? That shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace.
And at the time of this recording, just 2 days ago, Kanye dropped a remix to Like That, where he pretty much dissed Drake and J. Cole, siding with Metro and Future, of course.
Just hit a #1, we right back. Where's Lucian? Serve your master, nigga.
And around that same time, Drake dropped another diss track directly targeting Kendrick, pretty much forcing his hand to make sure he drops. And the crazy thing about this too is that he uses Snoop Dogg and Tupac AI.
You tryna let this shit die down? Nah, not this time, nigga. You following through.
Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls as a kid for me.
I know you never been to jail or was jumpsuits and shower shoes.
Drake pretty much said in that song that he wants Kendrick to drop for his sake, but he know you wouldn't because Taylor Swift dropped her new album, and you already know how Swifties are when it comes to Taylor Swift. Honestly, if you want to learn more about the hidden messages in between the lyrics, then I would highly recommend watching What's the Dirt. He pretty much breaks down every single lyric and also discusses the history between said rappers. The amount of research he does in his videos is crazy, and I learned a lot from him. The main reason why I'm discussing this rap beef is not because of just the rap beef itself, but also because of how these rap beefs have made rap interesting again. Because for the longest time, rap has become more of a chore rather than a hobby. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of rappers in the past few years and albums in the past few years that have been amazing. But when you really think about it, it's mainly regurgitated itself over and over again. I feel like for the longest time, most people listen to rap music not because of how much they enjoy music, but because people will listen to the most trending artists just to make sure they're up to date with the most trending stuff, rather than enjoying music for what it is. And rap music in general nowadays lacks substance and actually meaning to it, as they would rather do it for the clout and fame that comes of it, rather than the culture that comes of it. And this isn't a jab towards Ice Spice and Sexy Red, but there are two big examples of what rap lacks nowadays, which is culture. Because don't get me wrong, they make catchy songs and I fuck with them sometimes, but when you listen to the same shit over and over again, you eventually get tired of it. And that goes for everything, not just rap music. And while I'm not a negativity type of person, I do think these rap beefs have made rap way more interesting than it was in the past few years. Cause now, you actually want niggas to drop and actually make some fire songs. And do I think this is organized by the industry itself? Nah, I don't think so, but there has been beef for going on for so long by every party involved that eventually stuff like this would happen. I don't care what type of fan you are, these are good in all fronts because they're making good music at every end. And I wish people would take their fan bases aside, just listen to music for what it is and enjoy it. Because as a fan of all three artists, they all made good diss tracks, and they all had good arguments against each other. Same goes with Rick Ross and everybody else. Kanye's Like That remix is pretty much a Lift Yourself Part 2, which was a diss track towards Drake.
Whoopie-dee scoop. Scoop-dee-dee whoop.
And then a month after that, Drake dropped Duppy Freestyle, and after that, Pusha T dropped The Story of Adidon. Anyway, you know how that worked out.
You are hiding a child, let that boy come home.
For me personally though, I rank the diss tracks number 1, Push-Ups, number 2, Like That, number 3, Like That Remix, number 4, Champagne Moments, and number 5, 7-Minute Drill. But if J. Cole didn't apologize, then number 1 would be Push-Ups, number 2 would be 7-Minute Drill, number 3 would be Like That, number 4 would be Like That Remix, number 5 would be Champagne Moments. But yeah man, rap is in a really exciting place right now. And honestly, as long as nobody get killed or gets into a fight or some shit, which I doubt would happen, it makes for exciting entertainment. Because like I said, now I want niggas to drop more than ever. And it's not just these people specifically that are beefing right now. Like, do y'all see what's going on between Chris Brown and Quavo?
R.I.P. Takeoff, he the only real one that got true respect. You was beating bitches on the elevator, we seen the taste, that's devastating. You crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead.
Oh shit! You crackhead Michael Jackson, bitch, you better beat it, nigga.
I did the favor, coming to save you, but you gon' owe me pussy.
And it's not just the niggas, it's also the females too. Like honestly, I want to see a Glorilla and JT beef on the mic. Because they both make solid tracks, and if they get in the booth, I know it's going to be some fire shit on both ends. And Megan dropped his 3 months ago, which also sent the rap media into a frenzy. And even made Nicki drop a diss track on her. And I'll be honest bro, it is whack. I would expect way more from her, to be honest bro.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
But overall, rap is in a very good place. And I just want to see more from it. And if there's any big update that happens within the rap industry, then I'll probably drop another video on this topic yet again. But if not, I'll just go on by my day. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. And if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. Turn on post notifications, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm King Kenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes!
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy, I'm King Kenneth, back for another video. And today we're going to talk about the recent diss track that Kendrick put out called Euphoria. And from a diss standpoint, Kendrick cooked Drake. And from a song standpoint, it's also fire as well. In case you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to share a few snippets from it right now.
I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
This song of course caused a lot of controversy online. People on one side saying it's whack and people on the other side saying it's fire. And I said this before, but I hope people's allegiances to rappers doesn't cloud their judgment into saying something's trash or not. If it's your personal opinion on whether or not something's good or not, then sure, that's fine. But if you're saying it's whack just because the rapper you don't know personally is getting attacked, then something is wrong, bro. Personally, I like both diss tracks, but for different reasons. Drake is more of a club record where he pretty much insulted his enemy's notoriety, whereas Kendrick delivers double, triple, quadruple entendres about Drake being a bitch, Drake being a phony, Drake being a snitch, Drake allegedly liking little girls, Drake hating women, Drake being a deadbeat, among other things. And while I'm not going to go over every single meaning of every lyric of this song, because for one, it would take me dumb long, 2, because people are still finding meaning to the lyrics, and 3, I think there's way better people out there that explain this shit more than me. This video, just like the previous 2 videos I covered on this topic, isn't about the disses itself, but it's really about how it impacts rap and the community in general. Because in Drake's Taylor Main's freestyle, Drake probably made the biggest chest boot of his entire career, as he dropped a reverse Uno card on Taylor Made freestyle. He essentially predicted that Kendrick would drop his new freestyle after Taylor Swift dropped her new album. He also read the stances that Kendrick was going to take on his diss track, such as him liking little girls and calling him a bitch. This is important because it made Drake the winner in people's eyes because he now lowered people's expectations on what Kendrick delivered. And he made it seem that he was the one that pushed Kendrick into dropping his diss track. Because if you go on Twitter right now, which is kind of a bad thing really, because the way you know, most people on Twitter is either rage baiting or actually stupid. But if you go on Twitter right now, you'll see takes such as this. And like I said, while I do think this is monetized rage bait, you also gotta understand that some people do actually think like this. Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with preferring one track than the other, as we all got our own opinions. But statements like these are crazy, whether or not you're a Drake fan or a Kendrick fan. It's like what Jay-Z said in Renegade. Do you fools listen to music or do you skim through it? Speaking of which, I think what we're witnessing right now is the equivalent of Jay-Z versus Nas back in the day. And I know some old hip-hop heads are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hold on, let me cook. Because as you can see, Drake and Jay-Z are more so popular mainstream artists, whereas Kendrick and Nas are lyrically inclined street rappers that also talk about deep topics within the black community. Push Ups is more so Jay-Z's Takeover, whereas Euphoria is like a Nas Ether. And obviously I'm not comparing the four when it comes to composition, but I'm comparing it when it comes to the meaning of both diss tracks. Apparently Drake sent a cease and desist to Kendrick on the Like That record. And if those things end up actually being true, then Drake's public perception is going to be changed drastically forever. And the crazy thing about this too is that Kendrick has more info on Drake and everybody else within this group that could ruin his reputation too, but he chooses not to because of his morals. So my personal prediction is that Drake is going to drop a freestyle soon, and then after that, Kendrick is going to come open fire and possibly ruin him.
3 days later.
Yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about this entire situation and what are your predictions for what's to come. I dropped a poll in my community tab and most people said that Euphoria is better than Push Ups. So while many people think that Euphoria is better, there's also a lot of people that think Drake is the winner in the long run. But with that being said, that's the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm King Kenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Cole.
Yes.
KOD.
Yes.
Man, niggas, I swear to God, niggas can't never be pleased. How do you not like that album?
I don't know, it just don't vibe with me.
You don't vibe with, I don't vibe with you, bitch.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, I'm King Kenneth, back with another video. Today, we're gonna talk about something that's very important. Because as y'all all know, the big three, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, has been going at it at each other for the past few months. With Kendrick and Drake dropping multiple diss tracks to each other, which I discussed in previous videos, and J. Cole, while initially dissed Kendrick back on 7 Minute Drill, 2 days later sent out an apology to Kendrick.
I'm so proud of that project, except for one part, because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? That shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace.
And initially when he apologized to Kendrick, everybody in their moms was against J. Cole for that, as people made it seem that J. Cole was acting scared for doing that. And when Kendrick and Drake did start going back and forth, everybody apologized to J. Cole about how they reacted to the situation, not knowing that J. Cole might know something about both people that made J. Cole want to bow down in the first place. When everybody was just starting to get back on J. Cole's side, J. Cole was recently featured in a song called Grippy with Cash Cobain. And if you're familiar with Cash Cobain, then you know that he makes music for bad bitches, as him and any other sexy drill artist has the same style of music. And for me personally, I like this song. Apparently I might be the only one that actually likes this song, because if you go anywhere on TikTok or on social media, then you will see a massive hate train towards J. Cole about how terrible his verse is. And if you haven't heard it yet, I'm gonna share a few clips from it.
It's grippy. I call her that cause it's grippy. She thinking that if she a hippie, she said she was gay until I slayed. Now she's strictly diggly.
Now, how do I feel about J. Cole? The same I always did. I still think he's one of the greatest of all time, not only in rap but all of music. I feel like the reason why people hate on J. Cole recently is because of how it's a trending topic right now, and how people have such a high standard for his music, his lyricism, that when he actually makes a fun song that isn't meant to be taken seriously, people would think he's falling off or that he doesn't take rap seriously anymore. And if the song isn't your thing, then it's fine. But if you think that every single artist doesn't have at least one bad song, I'm sorry bro, you're actually a dick rider. I don't say those words that much because people drag those words into the ground, but music is subjective. But if you think that every single artist in history has 0 bad songs, then A, you're too loyal to an artist, or B, you have bad music taste. Someone's favorite song could be someone's least favorite song, and vice versa. While we may never know what the exact reason as to why J. Cole apologized to Kendrick at that day, there has to be some sort of reason as to why he apologized. Like I said with previous videos, you never know someone's true intentions on social media or in the public eye in general. It could be because he doesn't want to deal with drama. It could be because he knows some shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. It could be a PR and management decision, or it could just be something that messes up his moral compass. But either way, people generally just jump on a bandwagon or just jump to conclusions without actually knowing the full detail of something. Some say he's intentionally doing this to build up for his new album to fall off. And even if that was true, it wouldn't make sense logically as to why you would intentionally sabotage yourself just for promotion. Because J. Cole is an artist that said that he is the best rapper alive and he will cook anybody on the microphone, but he really just wants to have it just rap. Whereas Kendrick and Drake are more personal, where they attack each other's characters and their personal lives. Hell, if you listen to 7 Minute Drill or any other song it might delete later, then you realize that J. Cole is keeping it just rap. But overall, do I think this is going to affect J. Cole in the long run? No, I don't think so. Because y'all know how the internet goes. One week is a trending topic and the next week they forget about it. When J. Cole drops the fall off, everybody will go back into loving J. Cole and putting him back into the big three conversation. And honestly, I could say the same thing for Drake too. Because for the past month, everybody has been cooking Drake. But once a new album or single drops for the summer, everybody will just go back to how it used to be, pretending like they weren't against him a few months ago. Could this beef overall affect their legacies? Of course. But depending on how the allegations level up against each other, and how people still listen to the music going forward, there may not be a long-term effect that could affect their future. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'ma catch y'all later. I'm King Kenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all. Bah!
But let me go ahead and tell you.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Dick Rider! Dick Rider, Dick Rider, Dick Rider!
What's up YouTube, it's your boy imKingKenneth, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl announcement. Because yes, Kendrick Lamar is actually performing at the Super Bowl next year, and at the time of this recording, which is the next day, Kendrick already has 2 million views on that video. And yeah, I know he has to put some sort of diss towards Drake.
You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship, no round twos.
But yeah, this video is pretty much going to go over the social media reaction of the announcement, how it could affect Drake in the future, and also my personal prediction on what the set list could be. But yeah, social media is very divided on how they reacted to this, with of course the Drake media writers coping right now, and the Kendrick Glazers jumping for joy, whereas people like me in the middle is just excited for the performance. And for people that hate that announcement, they think that Lil Wayne should have gotten that spot, since Wayne is from New Orleans. And it isn't just the people on Twitter that say this, but it's also other rappers, including Birdman, Nicki Minaj, and Master P. And while Master P kept it professional, Nicki Minaj and Birdman were crazy. And obviously they're going to be biased towards him because Master P and Birdman made his career, and Lil Wayne helped Nicki's career. The same thing with Drake. And while people have been speculating online that Lil Wayne wasn't chosen because he has a beef with Jay-Z, who, by the way, if y'all didn't know, isn't a deal with the NFL, but I couldn't find any evidence in my research that could support that claim. In fact, I found more evidence that negates it, such as Jay-Z helping Lil Wayne with the IRS. And listen man, I love Lil Wayne. I have an entire video where I pretty much discussed it too, which y'all can watch after the video ends. And while we'll be more excited for Lil Wayne rather than Kendrick, I also understand the business perspective on this. Kendrick, because of his Drake beef, has multiple hit songs, and in business he got strike while the iron's hot, the same way I'm doing this video right now. And some people are going to bring up that Kendrick was in the Super Bowl once. May I remind you that Justin Timberlake was in the Super Bowl 3 times. The first with NSYNC, the third time by himself, the second time you already know what happened there, bro. Fun fact, that wardrobe malfunction is the reason why YouTube exists. So yes, Janet Jackson's nipple is the reason why y'all are watching this video. Kendrick is a once in a lifetime artist, so watching this is going to be a banger, and if you truly love hip-hop, you should be excited too. But as far as Lil Wayne goes, he's not the performer as he used to be, and recent videos show that. So maybe it's for the best, but I won't be surprised if Lil Wayne actually performs though, which I will get to in a bit. But as far as Drake goes, if Not Like Us was dancing on his grave, then this announcement would be digging his grave back up. And the same way he did Meek Mill all those years back, it's the same way that Kendrick's doing him right now. Drake and J. Cole literally said big at the Super Bowl just for Kendrick to get his get back. And unless Drake has some sort of comeback album that will make people forget about this, he honestly could be But with that out the way, let's get into my predictions. Let's address the elephant in the room. Not Like Us is definitely going to be played. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Same thing with Humble, Mad City, and Alright. That just has to happen. And I know he already played Alright in Mad City, but just like Justin Timberlake, he's gonna play the same shit. Now this is the most likely category. All the stars, maybe SZA could perform, but who knows? Considering her relationship with both of them, swimming pools, family ties with Baby Keem, the recipe with Dr. Dre, because y'all already know Kendrick and Dr. Dre like this. So if they don't do that song, Dr. Dre is at least doing a song of his own. Also Like That with Future and Metro Boomin, which is the song that kinda started it all. Alright, so 50-50, could be there, could be not, for ya. Because if he's not gonna play Like That, he has to put another diss song on there. And there's no way he's gonna put Meet the Grams or 616 LA in there. So that's just way too dark. In 95, remember when I said Lil Wayne might be there? Well, that's because Wayne and Kendrick has a song together called Mona Lisa. But I put it in 50-50 because y'all already know the relationship with Drake and Wayne. So going out to perform might be tricky. And last but not least, King's Dead. Now this is the not likely not happening category, which are more so dreams that may not happen. First off, Loyalty with Rihanna. No explanation. America has a problem with Beyonce. Same thing with Rihanna. Money Trees or Hood Gonna Love It with J-Rock. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Goosebumps with Travis Scott. Fucking Problems with A$AP Rocky. Maybe 2 Chainz, because you already know A$AP got beef with Drake too. And last but not least, Bad Blood with Taylor Swift. And honestly, I doubt it would happen, but it would be hilarious as fuck if it actually does. Because y'all already know, ever since Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce has been a thing, the NFL can't help themselves but to shove it down our throats. And listen, I don't blame them, it's free PR. You already know how the Swifties are. So imagine if the Chiefs ends up in the Super Bowl again, Taylor's up to the rafters, and then you see them perform. The internet would go dog shit crazy. But yeah, take what I say with a grain of salt though, as this is just more for fun, rather than try to call it. But there's definitely certain songs that definitely should be there. Overall though, this is going to be a movie. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'ma catch y'all later. By the way, I had an entire video planned for this week, but since this announcement came out yesterday, I just had to do this video. All with that being said though, I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all. Bah!
I'm putting cases on all you. You think you can do this to me? King Kong ain't got on me.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy, imKingKenneth, back from another video. Today, you know what, scratch the intro. We already know what you're here for. We're talking about Drake. Because what Drake did this last week made him look like a complete dunce. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, let me cook. And for those that already know, get your popcorn ready. Now, the reason as to why people have been clowning Drake for the past week is due to the fact that he filed legal action against UMG. And while in any other circumstance, people would be against a record label, but in this case it's the complete opposite. Because Drake filed a petition, not a lawsuit just to clarify, but he actually filed 2 petitions where he claimed that UMG is buying Not Like Us streams and is also using content creators to help Kendrick streams. With the second petition actually saying that UMG shouldn't put out a song that called him a PDF file. And like I said, it's not a civil lawsuit, it's a petition. Which means that Drake is presenting his case to court, and if there's enough evidence and witnesses to support the defendant's claim, then the court will essentially approve of a civil lawsuit. And Drake doesn't have enough evidence to support the claim that UMG is buying streams. But quite honestly, even if that was the case, which I wouldn't doubt at all, at this point it's part of the music industry. Do y'all remember back in 2017 and 2018 when Drake was really on the cover of every Spotify playlist? Regardless of whether or not you like Drake or not, that is overkill. But I bet you right now if Drake was winning, and if the public perception was the opposite, none of this will come to light. And there's a lot of theories going around that Drake is intentionally doing this so that he could get out of his UMG deal. But regardless of whether or not that's true or not, there's definitely better loopholes for Drake to do to get out of this. And it doesn't help that Kanye West literally called Lucian Grange, the CEO of UMG, his master.
They say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian.
And like I said before, even if Not Like Us is spotted, which probably is big 2024 to a certain extent of course, it doesn't change the fact that Not Like Us is huge. Just from my personal experience, I heard that song at Sweet 16 birthday parties, clubs, basketball games, car speakers, and that's not even scratching the surface. There's literally videos of people in India bumping that song. So Drake just looks stupid here. And the public perception has not been good. In fact, just yesterday at the time of this recording, Charmaine the God gave Drake Donkey of the Day.
Well, just hilarious. Donkey of the Day for Monday, December 2nd goes to Aubrey Drake Graham. Kendrick won, and he told you to squabble up, not lawyer up. Please give Aubrey Drake Graham the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Because if you can't tell by the video already, he has been clowned. And this action doesn't help that either. Whether it's him trying to clown DeMar DeRozan.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question.
Well, you're gonna have a long way to climb. Take it down.
Being on XQC stream.
I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering, right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by. Real talk. Cheers
Chat.
to everybody. Love. This guy's like a fragile op, but we're real sixers. We're real sixers. They're real six-head. We don't listen to that.
Or typing Los Polos chat. And all this could have been avoided if Drake didn't stop poking the bear. If Drake and J. Cole didn't put out first-person shooter, or just didn't respond after like that, then none of this would happen. And in all those diss tracks that Drake put out before Euphoria, he was begging Kendrick to drop. And he thought just because he's popular, that makes him an automatic favorite. But when all those diss tracks came out, he immediately got put in his place. And listen, as a fan of both artists, they both have very solid diss tracks. And quite honestly, Family Matters is actually a really good diss track, and honestly it would have been played a lot more if it didn't immediately get overshadowed by Meet the Grams. And now said lyrics from said diss tracks from Kendrick is starting to age like wine.
Try cease and desist on I like that record. Oh what, you ain't like that record? Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. Back to back, I like that record. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. I'ma get back to that for the record. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat.
And I'm sure a lot of people already know how different Drake and Kendrick is as artists, but the way they approach music and life is the reason why they hate each other. The best way I could describe Kendrick's hate for Drake is by comparing Kendrick's hate towards Drake to Bret Hart's hatred towards Goldberg. And if you're a wrestling fan, then you would know how accurate that is. But for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, let me cook again. You see, Kendrick and Bret Hart have passion for the craft, whereas Drake and Goldberg mainly see it as a job, but still have some passion towards it. Kendrick and Drake spent years honing their craft, whereas Drake and Goldberg already had good careers in both acting and football respectively. And as they transition to the field they are in now, while they have a bunch of fans and are considered legends in their industries, there's also a very good amount of detractors. Not to mention they both follow a formula that works. But as time goes on, people start to get sick of it. Whereas with Kendrick and Bret, due to them holding their craft, a lot of people respect them and they don't really have that much detractors. It's actually quite ironic that Bret Hart's Canadian and Goldberg's the Jew. The two things that Drake is. But anyways, moving past that, with the new album that just came out, GNX, Kendrick charting on the Billboard Hot 100, and the Super Bowl coming in a couple of months. Not to mention, just today at the time of this recording, at a stadium tour with SZA, Kendrick's stock has been going up like this. But by the way, GNX is a fire album. In fact, I did an entire reaction on my live channel, so check it out if you haven't already. And in that album, he actually made a subliminal towards Drake.
Cackling about hard of y'all is on trial. Used to bump the car to 3. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
But with all those things coming up, a lot of people, including myself, are tuned in to see what's next. But you might be asking yourself, how could Drake recover from this? Simple, make music. And literally Kendrick said himself, make music. And I said this in previous videos too. But when Drake starts to make music again and stop all these antics, people will love him again. Don't get me wrong though, this will always be brought up. But if he drops another classic single or an album, then no one will care. Look what happened to J. Cole. People were clowning on him for apologizing and for making Grippy, but once Tornado came out, he started releasing his old mixtapes and is doing a one-night concert, actually right here in NYC, and then all of a sudden people forgave him. Or better yet, actually make a diss track that could actually go toe-to-toe with Kendrick. Because trust me, if Drake was winning, I would cover it just the same. Because when you look at something from a fan perspective, and not as a fan, then you will realize how interesting this beef is and what perspectives you can gain from this. And it's not surprising now that this is happening. Because do y'all remember when Pusha T exposed Drake? And while he did technically win the battle, due to the fact that Pusha T isn't as popular as Drake, people eventually swept it under the rug. But with Kendrick being as popular as he is, Drake literally can't escape it. So Drake would end up as one of two things. A, he would be like Jay-Z, acknowledge his loss, and still make classic hits. and so be considered as a legend, or B, beat Ja Rule and fade into irrelevance. Watch this video back in 5 years to see what happens. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope you enjoyed, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'ma catch y'all later. Join my Discord, by the way, link in the description. I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
Sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Hey.
And here we go.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy imKingKenneth back for another video. And today, yes, unfortunately, we're talking about Drake yet again. Because what this man just did made him soft and charming. And let me address the elephant in the room. Yes, I'm wearing an OVO shirt, and yes, it's on purpose. And you'll see why as the video goes on. But in this video, I'm going to go over the main reasons as to why people hate him in the past 24 hours. At the time of this recording, which is Thursday, the situation at hand, my personal thoughts on it, and what could happen in the near future. So with all that being said, let's not waste any more time and head straight to the video. So in case you weren't aware, Drake last month filed a petition to sue UMG and Spotify, which I discussed in a previous video of mine. So if you want to learn more about that situation, check this video out. But just 2 days ago at the time of this recording, Drake dropped the petition after both parties mutually agreed, and most of us thought it would be over from here. Turns out we were wrong, as literally this past Wednesday, which is yesterday for me, Drake filed a federal lawsuit against UMG for defamation among other things, saying that UMG intentionally defamed Drake's character, knowing that Not Like Us would make them money, and that they were willing to do it by any means possible. And as a result of that, Drake received physical and mental threats, including him being called a PDF file, of course, people going to Drake's mansion trying to harm Drake, him being compared to alleged and convicted abusers like Diddy, him taking his son off school, and of course anti-Semitism. Because in case you didn't know, Drake's mixed, with his mom being Jewish Canadian and his dad being African American, among many other things. Also, by the way, this is an 81-page lawsuit that Drake is filing, so I would highly recommend all of you to read it word for word. Don't skim it either, read it. Don't take YouTubers and social media as your main source of info, especially nowadays, because misinformation, disinformation, and rage bait is at an all-time high. So like I said, I highly recommend all of you to do your research and take things from the direct source. But another notable thing that came from this lawsuit is that Drake alleges that UMG used content creators to boost Not Like Us streams. And they do this by whitelisting copyright, i.e. removing copyright claims. Which is true, by the way. Because when the beef first started to pop off, whenever someone reacted to Kendrick's songs, it would never get copyright claimed, and the creator, big or small, would receive full monetization. It shouldn't take a genius to realize this, but regardless of whether or not it's whitelisted, people are going to react to it regardless. Because one, this is arguably the biggest hip-hop beef ever. I know people want to say the West Coast, East Coast beef, the Jay-Z, Nas beef, 50 Cent and Ja Rule, among many other beefs, but in terms of pure star power, this is the biggest in my opinion. And two, because of what I just said, people are going to react to it whether or not they get money or not. Because some people do it for the love of the game. And with how YouTube is with copyright nowadays, it's pretty much impossible to make money off music reactions. Even when you're a bigger creator, the only way that's possible is that you have direct contact with a label. Also, not to mention, most of the content creators listed in this lawsuit are streamers. Kai Cenat, RDC World, and ZS and Blue run their streams on Twitch and or YouTube. And if you aren't aware about how Twitch handles copyright, if you play a song on stream, you won't get copyright claimed or striked. All they do is mute the sound. And all Twitch streamers make money off ads, descriptions, and donations. So these people are gonna make money regardless. And I also noticed to be true because I stream on Twitch too. But I gotta say though, what is Drake thinking? Whether or not this is Drake race to a minute defeat, or him trying to get a better UMG deal, no matter which way you put it, it makes him work way worse. Because UMG sees through it, we see through it, and Kendrick sees through it. There's a reason why he called him a master manipulator. But like I said earlier, he sees through his tactics. But with him being Drake, he could get away with it because of his fan base, and of course his star power. Patrick CC actually said this in the video, where he covered Drake, and the reason why Drake wants a better deal is because he can't legally be independent, and have his music streamed on the radio, and be put on a playlist. And UMG definitely doesn't want that, because he's one of their biggest cash cows. Same with Kendrick actually. But what all this is going to do is just make things worse for him. There's going to be many content creators like me, big or small, that's going to clown him. Especially the ones that's named in this lawsuit. In fact, people already have. RDC World, ZS and Blue, and No Life Shack have already made videos about this.
This Drake done snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. We chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in the case? Oh, this gotta be the softest ever, dog. Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip hop, bro. It's no way.
You a great artist, I give you that all day long. I promise you. Can't take that from you. But bro, you gotta be the softest nigga in the history of Earth. Do you see this man right here? Right here. He not like us. He not like us.
Sorry, this could just be like a strategic move on the grand scheme of things to like, for example, I talked to a UMG executive earlier today. And you know, he was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know this to be the case, but it seemed like he trying to get out his deal. This is like a strategic play to get out his deal and go get the bag elsewhere because UMG not trying to give it to him. So it's like, bro, okay, fuck it.
So you gonna throw me under the bus?
I'm gonna get this bag from UMG regardless. I'm gonna get this bag from UMG. However,
yeah,
if y'all not gonna give it to me from in the contract, from a label contract,
then I'm gonna get it another way.
And I peeped that y'all use y'all did what y'all did to like plummet my stock. I'm gonna sue y'all, get my money. So I'm gonna hurt y'all however we see it.
Yeah, cause he like, yeah, man.
That could be another way to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because the lawsuit is against UMG. If he was suing Kendrick, I don't know how Drake, you soft.
Is there any play in a countersuit with Drake's lawsuit, being that he mentioned us? It made claims that we reacted in a certain way because UMG lifted our copyright, and I've been getting all kinds of threats from OVO, and like my family been getting threats. They've been like finding my address. I just been distressed all day.
Between his beef with UMG, and one thing I will say though, bro, one thing I learned in my life is this, y'all. This is one thing I learned in my life, bro. The biggest L's come from not knowing how to take an L. That's how I honestly believe that. Like, some niggas gotta take an L and move on. Everybody take L's. Everybody. Every single person on this earth takes L's. So we need to just learn how to take them. But I ain't gonna lie, us in the black community, me included, when you get an L, bro, it's just like, man, hell no. But like, you just get mad, like, no, hell no, I ain't lose. But like, the further you go with not accepting an L, the more L's you will obtain. You're literally building the L's up, and you're making your first L even bigger. That's all I gotta say about that. Cause
that's a fact.
I've seen that my whole fucking life, nigga. I grew up with niggas.
He's saying UMG slid you some bread. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Niggas ain't that weak. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Both ways, niggas ate crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wasn't even complaining. All my shit was monetized. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack, my nigga. Nigga, how much views we got on that bitch? 9 million? I don't believe it. Hold on. Consonant, not like us. Goddamn! Hold on. What the fuck? Reaction. Are we the most viewed reaction? What the fuck?
That skit's gonna be fire though, I can't lie. Like, what you say me for?
Woke up, I looked at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly 50. I'm like, what did he say me for?
And like I said in previous videos, all Drake gotta do is go in the booth and make music. And with how people's attention spans is nowadays, people will forget about this, or at least put this in the back of their heads. I know we tried to freestyle, but I'm talking about real music. EPs and projects, of course. And at the end of the day, you can like both artists. You don't gotta be an OVO fan or a Kendrick Lazer. I like both of their music respectfully. And while I always thought that Kendrick was a better rapper, I always respected Drake's music, of course. And this is one of the situations where you have to separate the art from the artist. Because this isn't Drake, this is Aubrey Graham. And I'm sure there's gonna be OVO fans that defend them no matter what. But you could like somebody and still be critical of them. If you don't, that's yes man mentality. And I think I can speak for the majority of us and say that people don't like bootlickers. And going back to what I said earlier in the video, I am a Drake fan. And I think most of us watching this video grew up with his music, but you gotta call a spade a spade. And this is a rap beef. And while obviously allegations like this never been discussed in a beef like this before, this tracks are a little definition of lyrical roast sessions. And if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. And if Drake won the battle, or if Kendrick didn't respond at all, Drake would say he's the winner and would probably be posting memes, those subliminals in the songs, and those shitty captions, literally any chance he gets.
Drake just text me! Hold on, wait! Drizzy just text me. I got a report. I got a report. Drake has just texted me. Drake has just texted me. Stay on stream. I repeat, Drake has officially said, stay on stream.
And now as a result of this, people are just going to listen to Not Like Us more and can't wait for a Super Bowl performance. And it's concert tour of SZA. I just want you guys to stay quiet, like you did with Pusha T. Even though, like I said before in previous videos, Kendrick and Pusha aren't on the same levels, but you can still just not comment on the beef. And like I said before, just drop music. Because Kendrick's songs put serious allegations towards him. And even if they're a sponge real, there's never going to be some civil lawsuits or a federal lawsuit similar to what's going on with Diddy, and that will be the end of his career. If that's allegedly true, of course. We have to wait and see as time goes on, of course. But overall though, Drake, lock in. Because everybody by OVO Sans sees you as a clown right now. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. And if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. And I'ma catch y'all later. Join my Discord, by the way, link in the description. With all that being said though, I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
Banger after banger after banger.
Oh my gosh, enough!
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy imKingKenneth back from another video, and today we're gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar and his recent Super Bowl performance. Because to put it in simple terms, it was crazy. And it was also controversial too, as some people liked it, but some people hated it. But in this video, I'm going to explain my personal thoughts on the performance, celebrities and the internet's reactions to it, the performance itself, and its meanings behind it, and overall how it affects Drake. So with that being said, let's head straight to the video. I think anybody is aware about the Drake and Kendrick beef, and if you want to hear me talk about it when it was developing throughout the past year, then I got a whole playlist for y'all to watch. But basically this performance was a whole shot at Drake. But obviously I'm not going to go over every single detail because that would take way too much time, and it's been less than 24 hours at the time of this recording, so I wouldn't be able to understand every detail of it. But just know that Kendrick is known for being very meticulous, as practically anything he does has some sort of hidden meaning towards it. And some of the imagery throughout the show proves that further. To name a few examples, the American flag being shown throughout the show, whether it's the choreographers, Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam, our ancestors being the foundation of America, and of course the shots towards Drake, as he teased playing Not Like Us multiple times, not knowing that he could because some people like to sue. But with all that in mind, as I was watching the halftime show, I thought it was very entertaining. And while it definitely could have been better, and I thought he would play more of his greatest hits, rather than GNX, I still found it good for what it was. As I enjoyed the choreography, Kendrick's performance, the stage set, Samuel L. Jackson taking charge, SZA's performance, and the songs he chose to play. Because like I said, it's for a purpose. And I think the set list is also a shot at Drake. But regardless, him just performing at the Super Bowl is just going to increase his streams and his discography. So in my opinion, I give the Super Bowl performance a good 7.75 out of 10. With that being said though, a lot of people hated it. If you go online right now, you see a lot of celebrities and regular people hating on this for various different reasons. Whether they're a Drake stan, don't like Kendrick, wanted it to be Lil Wayne, or just don't like the performance. While some of the criticism could be constructive, there are more haters out there than people critiquing the performance. I want y'all to know something though. What's something most of them have in common? I really wonder. So most of these people wouldn't understand the imagery or the message Kendrick's putting out. And let's be honest here, people always complain about the Super Bowl every year. Doesn't matter who it is. But with more hip hop artists, it's starting to become a trend every year. People are entitled to their opinion, but just keep that in mind and remember, the internet ain't real. Now as far as Drake goes, like I said in previous videos, he can and could recover. You just gotta move silent, drop music, and keep it pushing. Because this is Drake, not some other rapper. And we could argue that this probably wouldn't went away if Drake didn't drop that petition and lawsuit. So when it comes to a lawsuit, Drake has two options. A, somehow win the case, which is honestly very unlikely to happen. B, drop out the lawsuit. Because if UMG ends up winning, this is just gonna make the situation a whole lot worse. And with Kendrick sweeping the Grammys, if people somehow still think that Kendrick lost and Drake won, then they're just delusional. Even if you like Drake's music more, from an analytics and accomplishment standpoint, Kendrick blew him out the water. But he got music dropping on Valentine's Day, which is this Friday by the way, with Party Next Door, so we'll wait to see what happens. Like I said, I enjoyed the Super Bowl, and I actually got some predictions right months ago. Back when it was first announced, before GNX was even a thing. If you don't believe me, check this out. Let's address the elephant in the room. Not Like Us is definitely going to be played. Same thing with Humble, Mad City, and Alright. This is the most likely category. All the stars, maybe SZA could perform, but who knows? Swimming pools, Family Ties for Baby Keem, The Recipe with Dr. Dre, also Like That with Future and Metro Booming. Alright, so 50-50, Euphoria, Mona Lisa, King's Dead. Now this is the not likely not happening category. First off, Loyalty with Rihanna. No explanation. America has a problem with Beyonce. Money Trees or Hood Gonna Love It with J-Rock. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Goosebumps with Travis Scott. Fucking Problems with A$AP Rocky. And last but not least, Bad Blood with Taylor Swift. And honestly, I doubt it would happen, but it would be hilarious as fuck if it actually does. Ever since Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce has been a thing, the NFL can't help themselves but to shove it down our throats. And I don't blame them, it's free PR. You already know how the Swifties are. Imagine if the Chiefs ends up in the Super Bowl again, Taylor's up to the Raptors, and then you see them perform. The internet would go dog shit crazy. Of course, make sure your opinion is your opinion, not influenced by anybody else. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'ma catch y'all later. Go on my Discord, by the way, link in the description. For all that being said though, I'm King Kenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.
Dummies here, dummies there, dummies everywhere.
Glaze! Glaze! He's glazing! You're glazing!
What's up YouTube? It's your boy imKingKenneth, back for another video. And you know what bro? I'm not gonna do my regular intro, as you already see the title and thumbnail. And most likely you clicked on this video either because A, you agree with me that celebrity idolization has gone too far, or B, you just want to hear my opinion, whether you agree or disagree with me. And quite frankly, it sucks. A lot of people glaze celebrities so much that it's not even funny. And if you watch my Words Ruined by Society video, then you would know that I hate the word glaze, not necessarily because of the word itself, but because people use the word for the wrong context. You can simply give someone props, whether it's someone you know or a celebrity, and people would accuse you of glaze. But what I'm talking about in this video is completely different, as people are very subservient to celebrities. Not even just celebrities, also content creators. Case in point, the recent Kendrick and Drake beef. Because I swear to God, for the past year, instead of people online trying to have a debate on whether or not who won the battle, or even who's a better rapper, from a pure music standpoint, people online, especially on Twitter, will glaze one or the other just because they're their favorite rapper. If you're looking at it objectively, people that love hip-hop or rap culture, music in general, or even someone that doesn't know about the beat specifically, vast majority says that Kendrick is the winner, but Drake fans somehow don't see it that way. They will either break up Drake's numbers, or that Kendrick needed Drake to stay relevant, which by the way is one of the most dumbest things I ever heard. Why do you think the big three of 2010's rap involves Kendrick? It's simply because from 2011 to 2018, he consistently put out great music. Don't get it twisted. You could still prefer one artist or the other, but it has to be reasonable, and it shouldn't feel like you're coping for said artist. It reminds me of tribalism in sports. People will go to war with somebody just because they're on a rival team, and they will feel betrayed when their favorite player gets traded or signed a new contract. I understand that us as people are naturally competitive, and not gonna lie, I do talk from time to time. But like I said earlier, I don't take it personal. I remember when Damian Lillard requested a trade from the Trailblazers to the Bucks, and people got mad at that. And that's because they only see it from the outside looking in. If you're looking at it as a business, then you will understand that Damian Lillard was not going to get a ring if he stuck with the Trailblazers, and he would get more recognition and money if he was signed with the Bucks. And now 1 year later, all the stuff I just mentioned has become a reality for him. I generally think the internet ruined how people perceive celebrities, for better or for worse. Because in one end, people see through the facade of a celebrity lifestyle, while on the other hand, since celebrities are so accessible through the social media, people create these parasocial relationships or any other unhealthy bond over said celebrity due to information. All you gotta do is follow a blog page or go to TikTok to find out about what a celebrity is up to. And due to that, the aura a celebrity once had is essentially gone. That's why there will never be another celebrity like Michael Jackson. In fact, just to prove my point, I'm gonna go on Instagram right now, which by the way, follow me on IG, link in the description. And would you look at that? One of the first posts I seen is a picture from 50 Cent. And I hope that Cent accounts know that they ruin the perception of their fan base. I'm pretty sure your own name creates fan bases, because especially if you go on Twitter, and if you know me by now, I hate modern day Twitter ever since Elon Musk took over the platform. But a lot of these accounts send threats or just straight up harass you just for giving criticism. This doesn't apply to just celebrities. This also applies to content creators too. The amount of people I've seen online, whether it's regular people or other content creators that glaze Duke Dennis, is actually a sane word. And I'm not hanging on him either, because quite frankly I like his content and I do understand why women will go after him. But fan out isn't even the correct word to describe what he's been going through. It even got to a point with Glorilla shooting her shot to Duke.
They say shoot, Duke Dennis, what's up with you?
And while I personally think it's a joke, understand there is women that actually think like this.
Man, this is what they spamming. This is what they want.
Who that on the screen? Who that in the desert?
I'm gonna say 10.
Honestly, I already know he gets hyped up all the time. Like, he is a 10.
He's very attractive.
Alright,
Have you heard him talk?
No.
I was scrolling through TikTok and I heard his voice one day and I was like, what?
That's enough.
Shazam!
That's enough.
It go with the face.
Nah, he knows that he's attractive.
He look good.
He's attractive. Yeah.
All of this is to say is that you don't know these people. And while that's extremely obvious, you'd be surprised at the amount of people that lack common sense. Trust me, I work retail. Don't directly look up to them either. Like, I'm sure you can instill their values into yourself, but remember, public figures, including myself, only share what they want you to see. A lot of your favorite celebrities have horror stories, or just their shady business. For example, one of my favorite wrestlers growing up was John Cena. As I'm sure most of y'all watching this video can say the same thing. But throughout the years, I heard stories about him, where even though I still admire him, still to this very day, you will ultimately look at the difference. That's why they always say never meet your heroes. While we're on topic though, this gotta say, John Cena turning heel is one of the craziest things I've seen. There are boundaries of being a fan of celebrity, and the boundaries are just getting smaller and smaller. But overall though, don't take it too far. Because if you do, you might as well be a yes man. But the difference between the actual yes man and a stan is that a yes man actually knows the person and could actually benefit them, whereas a stan does it for their own pleasure and receives no benefit whatsoever. I hope Drake and Kendrick fans understand that attacking one another makes your fan base look worse and makes your favorite artist look worse. The same thing applies to everything else I said in this video. So y'all got two options. A, be a chill, respectful fan, or B, be a meat writer like DJ Academics. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Join my Discord, by the way, link in the description. With all that being said though, I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all. Bah.
Oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
like,
saying,
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.